Hi Jen, we're back at Muhly and Cedar in Shrewsbury, and Jen's going to give us some tips for repotting plants.
Good morning, everyone. So I think the mistake that a lot of us make in repotting our house plants is we overpot them, which essentially means that we put them in too large of containers from what they're currently growing in. So this is actually a Monstera adansonii or Swiss cheese plant. This is growing in a 4.5-inch pot. And as you can see, he's really root bound. He's really in need not only of repotting, but also a haircut. So what I like to tell people too when they repot anything is this is a 4.5-inch diameter pot. Do not go up in diameter an inch to an inch and a half of what it is currently growing in. So this is a 5-inch pot. So this is kind of in the middle, but you could actually take this up to a 6-inch pot. But essentially you don't want to go any larger than that, because what's going to happen is you're going to repot it. The plant is just basically going to sit in wet soil, because most of us keep our houses between 68 and 72 degrees, so the soil never actually has a chance to completely dry out. So you're better served to have the plant in a smaller pot where you have to water it more frequently so the water attaches to the root system, rather than having to water it and it sit in cold, wet soil. So the other thing that I wanted to tell people about too is about cheesing or teasing the roots. A lot of people are actually fearful of doing this, but this actually stimulates more root growth. Most plants you can actually take 3/4 of the root system off before you repot, because essentially the top quarter is where all of your water and nutrients are stored. So I'm just going to kind of tease it out a little bit. And what also happens in those round containers is you can see that the roots kind of wrap around themselves, which is called girdling, and essentially it can choke the plant. So we're just going to cheese that a little bit more, pop it in the pot, repot with my secret potting mix. I actually mix this here. It is for sale.
So nice to have the soil ready to go at all times, like I don't have at home.
So we have the soil in there, and now all you want to do is go around with the tips of your index fingers. Sometimes I'll get my thumbs in there and basically remove all of the air pockets out, because root systems require air, but they don't need to have air pockets. So we'll just kind of go through, and then you can kind of see where your soil level is, or whether if not you need to add more.
So do you fill it pretty much to the brim?
I go almost all the way, but that's my preference.
Okay.
Some people could actually, you could actually come down to that lip.
Okay.
I do prefer to bring it all the way up here, just because to me it looks cleaner. You don't have to.
All right.
So now we'll just give this guy a good drink of water. So that essentially means that we're going to soak the whole soil surface, not just put a cup or half a cup, completely saturate the soil surface. And then with this Monstera, you could probably wait at least 7 to 10 days before you need to water it again. And there you have it.
Thank you.